Hello again, boys. This is Mrs. Gallivan. We have been working on multiplication quite a bit, but we're going to jump back to addition for a little while. So we're not doing multiplication, which is groups of. We are going to go back to addition. And remember, addition means you're putting sets together. So I have 2 pennies and Mom gives me 3 more. How many do I have all together or in all? And we get our sum, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5. We're going to do some adding, though, a little differently. We're going to practice something called carrying. What we've done before is I've given you all adding with smaller numbers in the ones place, and I'm going to start bumping these up a little bit, and you're going to see what happens when we end up with an answer for the ones place that's larger than 9. So let's say we're going to put our dots on this 5. Oops, I'm off a little bit there. So we start in the ones place and we say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I've got 12, and I can't write 12 down here, right? Because we can only have 1 digit per column. So I've got 12. So this 2 is going to come down into the ones place because it's in the ones place. And this 1 over here is really like a 10. So that is going to come up here above in the tens place. So now we go to the tens place and we say 1 plus 1, 1, 2. And our answer is 22. The reason this happens is once we get to anything bigger than 9 here in the ones place, we have to carry over into the tens because 10 is 110, kind of like a dime. So here's 10 pennies. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, 10 pennies. We can have those 10 pennies or we can have the 1 dime. They are both worth the same. This equals that. This is the same value as this. And so, because we can't write 10 in the ones place, we put the 0 and we carry the 1 for 10. So we're going to do a little bit more of this later, and we'll do some more with real money later. But I just wanted to introduce you to that, and we're going to move on to some problems where we have to practice this. Because once you learn the system, I think you'll find it's pretty easy. One of the things I noticed on the last test that I did with you guys is that several of you had a hard time setting up a problem from this horizontal method to the vertical. Vertical is up and down, and that's what we really need to do in order to solve this. You have to remember that we have to line the problems up by place value. So this 5 and this 7 are in the ones place. This is 200, 0 tens, 207 ones, 207. And this is just 5 ones plus 5. So when we write this, 207 plus, and just put your plus sign off to the side. So where do we put this 5 plus 5? It is not 5 hundredths, so we can't put it under the 2. It is 5 ones. We need it to be in the ones place. So let me draw our columns in here. And these are just to help you. You do not have to write these in when you're solving. These are just to help you clarify. Ones, tens, hundreds. We do the ones, then we work in the tens, then we work in the hundreds. So the first thing we have to do is we have to figure out 7 plus 5. I'm going to put 5 dots on here. And we say 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm just going to jot a 12 down here so you can see. This 2 comes right down here in the ones place. And this 1 is a 10, so it comes up into the tens place. Now we have 1 plus 0 equals 1, and 2 plus nothing Let me just bring the 2 down. So 207 plus 5 is 212. Let's do another one. Now we have 328 plus 45. Now I want you to listen to the way these numbers are said. 320. Do you hear that? 10, 20, 30, 40. This is the tens place. 328 plus 45. 40. 10, 20, 30, 40. So this is a tens place, and this is the tens place. And this is the 1, and this is the 1, ones place. So remember, we have to line those up correctly. 328, put your plus sign way off to the side. Now, the 2 is a 10, it's in the tens place, and we are going to need to put the 4 from 45, oops, that's going to have to be in the tens place. So this needs to come here, 45. So now we have our problem set up correctly. The ones place is lined up. Let's put some dots on this 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The 3 comes down here in the ones place. And this 1 is actually a 10, and it comes up into the tens place. Okay, let's add our tens column. 4 is the biggest, so I'm going to start with that. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 3 plus nothing. Let me just bring that down. So 328 plus 45 equals 373. We have one more to do. This one, there's 2 numbers, and they both go all the way out to the hundreds place. 267 plus 125. So these we can line up very easily. 267 plus, put it off to the side, 125. 267 plus 125. Let me put some dots on here. All right. We have to start in the ones place. 7 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 looks like that. The 2 comes down here in the ones place, and this 1 comes up into the tens place. Now we have to add our tens column. 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we add our hundreds column. 2 plus 1, 2, 3. 392. All right, we're going to be practicing more of these in class. We're also going to be practicing with dimes and pennies in class to help you understand that. That's it for today. We'll see you all in school soon.